Hey guys, Indigo Priestess here. Okay, so I have made videos on this particular topic, and I've noticed that I'm still seeing certain things where people are asking me similar questions, and I've made videos on the particular topic. So I want to just make another video because I think the problem is that there isn't enough videos on this particular topic, and people are really getting themselves into problems. So parasitic entities, and how you know when you are working with the entity you called on, the demon, whichever entity you called on, and how you know you've actually been fooled and working with something parasitic. Basically what some would call an imposter, but parasitic is the correct term. So basically, let's get this party started. Today is really one of those days where I normally ask Spirit to tell me what it is that they want me to talk about, and where certain occultists that are new to the path is going wrong. So parasitic entities, in particular, are entities that I've really seen cause much damage in people's lives. I've had, clients come to me and say, okay, so I've worked with this entity, but for some reason I'm experiencing the complete opposite of what I was supposed to experience. Fantastic question. And I love it when people come to me and they ask me for the advice like this, because awareness needs to be raised. If you are not experiencing the entity for what you have been taught that entity would allow you to experience, if you feel that your life just doesn't seem to be coming right and you're still working with the entity, there's a very thin line between whether this entity wants to work with you or whether you've got an imposter. So you really got to pay close attention to what's going on here. Okay, you will notice number one thing is a complete lack of energy. Secondly, complete depression. Lack of energy, complete depression is the two things that you need to watch out for when you're not working with the entity, the demon, the lower that you thought you were working with. There are more signs out there if you are working with a demon or an entity that doesn't want to work with you. But those two symptoms that I've mentioned is particularly just when a parasite or an imposter has come through. The first thing, like the depression and the lack of energy. The lack of energy is because they are now draining you. The depression is because now your vibration is low enough for them to constantly feed off that negativity, which is what they ultimately want you to go through. So if you are new to the path and you are invoking spirit, a demon, a particular demon, and you're noticing depression and lack of energy, I'm here to just say that it's really important that you start doing something, or you can just email me or my partner Damon Dark. In the description box you will find our information, and we can just guide you a little further along on what to do next via consultation. If you notice that, it's important to fix it, because these forms of parasitic entities will constantly eat off your low vibration. And this is why I have stated before that there are methods that one has to use when you communicate with any form of entity. And it's important that you do those methods and clean up afterwards, so you don't put yourself in a situation where you've just ruined everything that you've worked so hard to attain. So parasitic entities, imposters, complete depression and lack of energy. Those two things are the only two things that one has to take complete notice of. Sicknesses can follow, but those two are the most important thing to acknowledge when you are possibly dealing with an imposter. So guys, short video, something that needed to be said, something that is not being said enough You know, everybody's like, you know, if you work with this entity, this can happen. But you need to know the safeties of how to work with an entity safely without letting anything negative harm you or those around you. So really working as an occultist, working with demons, working with lowers, you know, and angels, etc., is a fantastic experience. Don't rob yourself of this experience. Be wise. Understand that you're working with something absolutely powerful. You are breaking through realms, spiritual realms and dimensions. You know, something that not everybody is open to or lucky enough to experience in their particular lifetime that they live in. You know, don't close yourself off to greatness, and keep ascending. So guys, like, subscribe if you have any questions or you need any form of spell work, consultation. Just get our information in the description box and stay blessed.